I'll echo what she said and thanking everybody for coming out today. I've been told that rain is in Napoleon and coming this way, so that's our time limit for the program. But this was worth kind of a special moment in time, so to speak, with the dedication today of the statue, and to honor Mr. Belk and Mr. Bureau for what they've done in making this possible and really celebrate today. Just a couple of points before I want to introduce Ike and have him come up, and then also John, and have him say a couple of words. The first point I want to make is if you go back in time to about 3.5 to 4 years ago, what I feel like today resembles to some degree is when we opened the Stroh Center. When we opened that building and the 400 student athletes for the first time got to go through the Stroh Center, the thing they kept talking about over and over was how proud they were of that new building and what it meant to them. And so for those 400 student athletes in the new building and their new home, I keep hearing as I travel and talk with people what this statue means and what this plaza means to roughly 160,000 alums. It symbolizes the pride and the spirit people have for this institution and what it means to Bowling Green State University. Obviously, this building is going to be the front porch. You've heard me use that comment at least 1,000 times over the last 3 years, and it certainly will be the front porch. But again, this statue and the Falcon Spirit Plaza certainly is symbolic of the pride that people have for Bowling Green State University. And as much as a statue can symbolize that in some ways, or a new building like the Stroh Center or a new residence hall, I think we all know ultimately it's the people that ultimately bring out that pride, bring out that spirit in an institution. Whether it's someone like Pat, who's on the front line with our students, or Ashley, who's helping our student athletes, or someone like Mike Schuessler, who this building has been his baby since it's going forth. It's those people that make this special. So you can capture that in a statue, but you can't completely capture, I think, the people that have made it possible. And then speaking of people, I just very briefly do want to tribute and say thank you to John and Ike for what they've done in making today possible and making this statue possible. Ike is a person that I got to know at Purdue. I think that's been fairly well documented how this took place. His passion is what you see. It's art, and it's all over the country at different institutions and different places. And when we knew we were going to build this building, I called Ike and said, hey, I've got the perfect idea and the perfect project for you. And once he got done laughing, since he's never been to Northwest Ohio, we got to the point that he said, I'll do the statue for you if you'll do the foundation and if you'll do the plaza around it. So we needed somebody to do that, and there was no better person than John Bureau, who he's made his living in concrete, and he's done a lot of projects for Bowling Green State University and helped out, whether it's the ice arena, the football stadium, and now Falcon Spirit Plaza. I can't do justice to introduce, again, both of them, but they're both veterans. They both served this country. They've both been very successful private businessmen in different ways. And in some ways, this statue, I think, is emblematic of the two of them. John is the foundation in a lot of ways. Very humble and very modest in how he goes about doing things. But at the end of the day, he's a rock. He is a rock for Bowling Green State University. Neither one of them are alums of BGSU, so I think it's the irony of the fact that something that represents the spirit and the vision of this institution comes from two people who aren't alums, but they want to represent that. And Ike, again, has done so much of this around the country, an incredibly successful private businessman, an incredible career of diplomacy and politics, and the department store throughout the Southeast that bears his name, and has been incredibly generous to many campuses. So with that, again, thank you for everybody for coming. Thank you for helping us dedicate a building that I think, again, or not a building, but a statue that I think represents the spirit of this institution. And I do want to give Ike Belk a chance to say a couple of words. So please welcome Ike Belk to Bowling Green State University.